I've tried, written down the words to say it is time. I've been waiting 5 days to explain how you make me feel inside. Baby, got it all figured out, wanna do this right. There's no doubt in my mind, baby, you're the one. And tonight, I am going all the way. The way you touch my hand, it all goes away. The things I planned, the things I would say, now I keep rambling on. I sound so cliche. What I am trying to do is say I love you. Ooh, 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 ooh. And all the things that you do. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Sounds like a fool, 'cause when you touch my hand, the words goes away. What I am trying to do is say I love you. You don't know how I shiver inside. Doesn't show, but my nerves are inside out. It's because you're not worth less than perfection. Ooh, thought it was in my hands, now I'm all confused. Turning gold into sand, don't know what you do to me. All I know is you can take my breath away. Yeah, it's when you touch my hand, it all goes away. The things I planned, the things I would say, now I keep rambling on. I sound so cliche. What I am trying to do is say I love you. Ooh, ooh, ooh. And all the things that you do. Ooh, ooh. Sounds like a fool, 'cause when you touch my hand, the words goes away. What I am trying to do is let you know that when you touch my hand, it all just goes away. The things I plan to say, oh baby, what I am trying to do is let you know that when you touch my hand, it all goes away. The things I plan, the things I would say, now I keep rambling on. I sound so cliche. What I am trying to do is say I love you. And all the things that you do. I'm so in love with you. Ooh, ooh. It sounds so stupid now. What I am trying to do, what I am trying to do, what I am trying to do is say I love you. I've tried, written down the words to say it is time. I've been waiting 5 days to explain how you make me feel inside. Baby, got it all figured out, wanna do this right. There's no doubt in my mind, baby, you're the one. And tonight, I am going all the way. The way you touch my hand, it all goes away. The things I planned, the things I would say, now I keep rambling on. I sound so cliche. What I am trying to do is say I love you. Ooh, ooh, ooh. And all the things that you do. Ooh, ooh. Sounds like a fool, 'cause when you touch my hand, the words goes away. What I am trying to do is say I love you. You don't know how I shiver inside. Doesn't show, but my nerves are inside out. It's because you're not worth less than perfection. Ooh, thought it was in my hands, now I'm all confused. Turning gold into sand, don't know what you do to me. All I know is you can take my breath away. Yeah, 'cause when you touch my hand, it all goes away. The things I planned, the things I would say, now I can.
Hello, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome in, my friends. Say hello when you join in, or if you're already here. I see quite a few folks have already joined the chat or joined the live. I know it's Saturday. I know it's not normal for me to come on live. But I, for some reason, had this hankering to come on live and say hello to everyone and make some cards. I don't know what made me pop on, but I was getting ready to order some sushi for dinner. I stopped in to check on Emily because she's been doing so many incredible things with the retail location. And I was like, you know what? Let's just go live. Why not? I mean, Saturday was probably the easiest day for everybody to hop on and hang out. Hello, Karen. Hello, Marlene. Hello, Brandon. Hello, Heather. Hello, Allison. Hello, Annie. Hello, Not Afraid of Color. Hello, Markel. Hello, Polly. Yeah, it's very chilly here, too. Very, very chilly. Okay, I'm just making sure that we are live. Yep, we're good on all fronts. So, tonight, I guess tonight, depending on where you are tonight, it might be like late afternoon for some, depending on where you are. Tonight, I have decided that I am going to make one or two cards, maybe two, possibly one. I have a lot of ideas in my mind, so it could go Tracy. I need to write that down somewhere. Tracy. So we are going to be using the. We are going to be using the Funny Valentine inspiration box stamp. If you don't have the opportunity to get the inspiration box stamp, because the inspiration boxes are selling very quick. I think we only have like 3 or 4 left. You can buy the stamp separately. It's a lot of fun. This year, I don't know, it started in October of last year, but I'm really into the cartoony, funky, fun, doodly illustrations. I don't know what it is. I keep saying that like things happen in waves with me, the way that I design, and this Funny Little Valentine is a lot of fun. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to head down to the table and we're going to take a look. I've already stamped out and already cut out the images because there's not a die set for this one yet, but there will be an SVG set, which is what I used for this, and SVGs are so fun and so simple. We're going to dive more into SVGs this upcoming year. I think, you know, if you learn along with me how to do the SVGs, I think it'll be a lot of fun, but we'll kind of jump into that. So let's head down to the table and, first of all, we got to make sure that it's not in the memory card position, and let's go ahead and get started. Let's see here. All right, let me move this down a little bit here. How's everybody doing on this fine Saturday? Good, I hope. Hope everybody's having a good weekend so far. I mean, it's halfway over almost. Isn't that crazy how quickly? I mean, I feel like it takes the week forever to wrap up, and the weekend is in like 2 seconds, right? So, all right, so let's go ahead and take a look here. Grab all of our side. I already cut them all out, so let me. Whoop, I don't want to lose anything. Let's zoom in. I know that most of you have already seen, hello Heather White, have already seen the images, but look, oh my goodness, I love them so much. So these are the stamped out images from the stamp set. And it's called Funny Valentine because they really are little funny Valentines. And we have, hold on, let me fix this one here. Be Mine. We have To My Funny Valentine. We have another Be Mine, because I did some of them twice. Then we have I Love You. On the SVG, the I is separate. Then we have our little envelopes, our little love. We have a little notebook, and a little XOXO, and a heart. Oh, good. I know, I keep thinking today's Sunday too. Okay, so these are our pieces, and I think the ones I'm going to use tonight, I think are going to be, I think I want to use a little couple here. And then I think I also want to use our little notebook, or our little friend. Hello in the White House. Let's see, let's move some of these, let's move all of these out of the way. And then I think we're going to use To My Funny Valentine for this one. And then we're going to use I Love You for this one. Okay. So we'll use that away. So this is where we're going to start. You sure can, Heather. That's how I cut them out. I'm going to do a whole tutorial showing you how to do it. And the SVGs are only 99 cents. So we'll talk about that. All right, so I'm going to use these Nuvo Aquaflows tonight. Half the reason I'm using them is because they're sitting here, and the other half of the reason is because so many of you purchased these from the promo this weekend. Hold on. From the promo this weekend, that I think it's smart for us to use them. So, you know me, I like to, and if you don't know me, because you are just tuning in or just discovering me or Brutus Monroe, I like to mix and match my coloring mediums. I am a big proponent for that. I think there's no rules when it comes to mixing the coloring mediums. Obviously, you're not going to want to mix certain coloring mediums that, no, let me take that back. Blending is much different than mixing color mediums, if that makes sense. So if you're blending, you cannot use, you can't go and grab, say, a watercolor and an alcohol marker. It's not going to work. But using different mediums with that's what it reminded me of too when I was looking up different stuff to what's the word I'm looking for? Different inspiration. Whoopsies. Too much. Okay. So you can mix together different mediums though when it comes to just the color. Okay, so this is one color. This is called Flamingo Pink, and then this one is the one we used the other night, and this one is Matador Red. Okay, so we can mix and match this with our Olo markers and still be just fine. And I'm going to show you what that means here in a second. So I think for our little heart here, we're going to do some coloring first, is essentially what I'm doing here. We will use this beautiful Flamingo Pink. And this is a watercolor marker, but you don't have to use it as a watercolor marker. Just go ahead, and it has a very, very fine tip on it, which makes it really easy to color in. If you want to add a little bit to this, yes, please take your pass up to the front. You can add water to it. I'm not, because I don't feel like I need to. Because when I'm using the, you guys hear them upstairs in the pizza shop. When I am using the Perfect Blend paper, which is what I stamped these on after I cut them out, when I used the Perfect Blend paper, it made it really, really simple for me to blend these colors together. Like you'll see, it's not super streaky. I think it looks pretty good. I mean, and it will start to kind of filter back a little bit, meaning it'll blend a little bit better. Oh, and also to anyone that signed up for my SVG class, it is being rescheduled. I believe it's for next weekend. You'll get an email. And we have changed. It was originally holiday, but it's now been switched to still holiday, but you'll see we've switched up the holiday. So I'm really excited for you to see the SVGs that you get with that class. We're getting some great SVGs. All right, and then I think for this one, we will use this beautiful Matador for these hearts. Actually, let's go ahead and mix and match. Why not, right? And I can't remember what this bundle price is for you. I'm calling with some. Oh, good. We relaunched the Aqua Pigments. I believe it's the end of January. To anybody that loves Aqua Pigments as much as I love Aqua Pigments, we are relaunching them with a new formulation. Very similar to the old one. Just a tiny bit different. We had to update the formulation a little bit. I mean, it's been years. We had to tried and true, and we updated the formulation, and I think you're really gonna love it. We also updated the size of them because there were so many folks that they were like, I won't use up this aqua pigment in my lifetime. And we were like, okay. So we made them less expensive and changed the sizing and the formula. All right. So I'd say that's good for now. Okay, like it's going to look a lot better when you see it without all that light. Oh, so easily. I was actually shocked at how well these work. Only because I never really had faith in these style of markers because of being able to control it, but these actually, I mean, these are good. I will admit, and you know, I'm not going to try to tell you about, or try to necessarily, I don't want to say sell you, because I mean, obviously I have to sell you some things in order to eat, but I don't want to promote anything, I guess is the word that I would be looking for, unless it's something that I use myself and something that I really love. Right? Does that make sense? You got to trust me. So we're going to use bubble gum from the Olo markers. The Olo markers are still coming to Brutus Monroe. We just had to figure out our approach in colors, because that's very important. Okay, and then I think for this heart, we're going to do this deeper pink, which is called Hot Pink. Great. You can still sign up for the SVG class. It's at the Brutus Monroe events page. Let me see if I can. Let me see if I can get you the link. It still says holiday cards, but it is not in fact holiday. Well, we do 2 holiday cards in the class, I guess is what I should say. We are still doing 2 holiday cards, but you'll see I've updated it. Yes, I have updated the style of the class a little bit. You're still getting all the same SVGs though. And if you have ever taken an SVG/digital class with me in the past, we have a lot of fun. All right. So those are 2 hearts. I love that. Yes, Kate, I'm going to be teaching a class on Olo markers. That class, I think, launches, I want to say it's at the end of the month. I don't know. There's a lot of stuff that's coming. I'm usually pretty good at remembering, but sometimes we just finished the whole calendar, and well, double finish the whole calendar, and sometimes it gets away from me. It gets away from me what the dates and the classes are, but that's just because there's so much that we have going on generally. Okay, so for the envelope, I have this like pale. Is it this one? No, I don't think it's this one. Nope, that's dark. That one I think will work. So I have like this pale brown shade that I just want to tap the edges here. And in the class, we're going to learn all about shading and light sources, and I think you get, I want to say it's 2 Olo markers in the class. All right. Yes, hello, hello. And a little bit more shading. I was like, sorry if my head got in the way. Yes, I decided to come on and have some fun on this Saturday. Luckily, I know most of you know this, I live about a mile and a quarter from the studio. So to go most places, I pass by Brutus Monroe. So that's cool, right? All right. So those are our little colored in images. Oops, too far. Our little colored in images. And again, without the light, it looks much. I have to, once I get my new mat, my new glass mat, things are going to be much better. We're going to be able to see much better. All right, so now let's start playing around with papers and backgrounds and things like that. So, first things first, I know so many of you bought this paper pad or got this paper pad for free. So I want to use this paper pad. I want to use those card panels. And we have not used our smaller little focal, what's the word I'm looking for? Focal die for the die of the month. So I want to use that, and I think I'm going to use it 2 different, or maybe just this way on both cards. I don't know yet. But so the reason I pulled this is, I mean, tell me this isn't Valentine's. This is Valentine's to me. You wouldn't use this side because this does say Christmas, but this is Valentine's to me. And this is Valentine's to me with a pink. And this could be Valentine's. I mean, there's nothing on it that says Christmas. This could be Valentine's. This could be Valentine's. This could be Valentine's. Right? I mean, this portion here could be, right? I mean, I want you to be able to utilize your products in all different ways. So let's take a look here at our pattern paper. Because although this is plaid and this is stripe, we want to still bring in, so what I like to do, and this is my thought process, it might work for you, it might not work for you, but I'll take my pieces. So right now, let's focus on one at a time, shall we? So right now you can see here with the color composition, we have our reds, but we're missing some pink. So what I would do generally in this case is I would grab something like this paper that's going to bring our pink in. So if you look here, and I can zoom in, this is the pink that we're looking for that matches this. So that would be, this would be what I would consider like my color story, okay? And then obviously you would want to add in something, you know, something else. So we're going to use this, and then we're also going to utilize, I think we'll use this as our, background, because I really love this sketchiness of this. We're going to obviously, we're going to foil this, but we'll use this as our background, but then we have the opportunity, this is the one I'm going to use. We have the opportunity to go in and blend this before we, I think we'll use this on that one, before we foil it. And remember, the lighter pieces are not going to foil fully, so that's going to be really cool. So this is our story for this one. We're also going to use a little bit of the foil that we're, oh, it's going to mess up the camera, but this is the static foil. And then we're also going to use some of the Brutus Monroe. This is our glitter stock in the red. So I mean, we have a story here, right? We can kind of pick up what we're doing here. Let me cut this down a little bit. So that's, you know, that's our story, quote unquote, right? Isn't that cool? So let's go ahead and move some pieces here. I was actually just looking. Heather told me that she found a foiling sheet for me. And she showed me it the other day, but now I don't know where she put it. Maybe she put it with the foil. That would make sense for her to put it with the foil, but I don't know if that's what she did. She did. Yay. And we also are going to use our foil buddy today as well, because that keeps everything in line. All right, so we got this color story, and we got our foil and everything. Let me get my foil buddy moved over here. So for this friend over here, I like the very vintagey look of this because of the vintagey look of our little friend here, and then I love the vintage of this, obviously, because you know me and vintage. And then we do have the pink for this one as well. I really like, where did it go? This kind of vintage paper. Remember, this is just going to be a layering piece, but I just think that this all kind of works together, right? I love the funky. It needs to be funky. It needs to be funky. It needs to be fun. It needs to be very, you know, there needs to be a lot going on. Or we could also do this one, because we could foil this too. What do we think? Yeah, I like this one better. I like it better. All right, I just love making Valentine's Day cards. I love it, I love it, I love it. It's one of my favorite things. Okay, so let's get started. Let's get our foiling done, shall we? Well, let's do some blending first. Let's put this to the side. And let's put this to the side. And many of you have maybe never used a foiling buddy. I'm going to show you what it's all about today, so don't worry. Don't you worry. Isn't it a fun release? So let me grab my stick and stamp mat. And wait till you see next month's release. I know I say this all the time and it tortures you all because you're like, we're excited about this release, stop talking about the next release. I can't. I wish I could, but I can't. All right, so for these, we are not, so we're only going to be using like a little time, like a little bit of it. So I'm not going to, like, I'm just going to add my color kind of in this general vicinity. And we're going to use two of my favorites. Bee Sting and Prom Night. Well, not Prom Night. It's Prom Queen, but I call it Prom Night. Even though, much to Simon's chagrin. So I'm just going to go and I'm just going to add some color here. We just want to get it so that it's not super plain, right? Oh, good, good, good. I'm glad you're... Are you crafting today? Are you crafting right now? Is that what you're saying to me? And then we're going to grab some Bee Sting. And just add that to the base. It's not serious. It's just... We're just making a little tiny bit of a blend here. So see the two together? See how that just, and the thing is, we're going to be cutting it out with this. So you don't need it to be super over the top. And we're going to be foiling it with red. So don't get too overwhelmed. So we're going to grab our, and you just want to make sure after you do this that you go over it with like a, just a microfiber cloth so that you can just so you can make sure that the foil is going to adhere properly to it. So my Bee Sting definitely needs re-inked. I know that's no shocker to anyone. Yep, right. Oh, good, good, good. Next, some Prom Queen. And I think these are going to come together really cool. We have a contest coming up at Brutus Monroe, because you know we love a good contest here, where the staff need to make their own Valentine box. You know, like how we used to make Valentine boxes back in the day. I don't know. Do kids still make Valentine boxes? I know, I'm not a fan anymore. I mean, I used to be a big fan of Valentine's Day. I mean, for obvious reasons. Well, maybe not so obvious to everybody, but I'm not a huge fan of Valentine's Day anymore. Although I am going to make my card like I always make for Robin and take it to him. But I'm not a huge fan like I used to be. I mean, I loved Valentine's Day. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to plug in our fuse machine from our dear sweet friend sweet friend Gina from Gina K Designs. My favorite foiling machine. It just foils so evenly and I love it. All right. So let's go ahead and main cards to the monthly tell. Oh, good. Oh, I love that. I love that. So we're going to grab our foil. Get your foil ready. I'm going to show you all how to use the foil buddy. Thank you. I appreciate that. All right. So let us grab this little guy here. I'm just going to cut. Usually I do about, and usually I don't drop my foil on the floor. But I like to cut it out to about 6 inches by 6 inches. Just about. It doesn't have to be perfect. Nobody's going to see this part. All right. So there is that. It's one of my absolute favorite foils that I have ever launched. I believe it's called Red Static. Again, it doesn't have to be perfect, but the reason I love the foil buddy is it keeps everything in place. So I'll show you. Thank you, Polly. I'll show you here what that means. So when you grab your foil buddy, well, when you get your foil buddy, looks like this. Okay. And I know a lot of you have this. It's the Heat Resistant Foiling Companion. Is the name of this sweet tool. Okay, and the way that it works is you will take your panel, okay, so your panel, oh, we're ready to go almost. So the way it works is you're going to take your panel that you're foiling, you place it like so. So you'll notice, see here, whoops, wrong thing. I'm looking at the screen. So see on here, we have it mapped out for you. See where you put your little piece? So you're going to place, I like to do it all inside of here. These are the little foil things from Gina K. And then there's little grabber guys. So this is so you don't have to use any adhesive. So we're going to pop this right in here. Then there's little grabbers on either side. So you're going to pop your foil on. See that? Then you're going to take your grabber. And you're going to grab that foil. It's easier when you do it flat. And it's also easier when you're not doing it for a whole bunch of people on the internet. So see, grab your grabber. Pop your foil inside. See that there? Your foil is just going to fit right inside. And then on this side, I'm just going to trim this down just a little bit. Generally, you would be trimming it down kind of as you're going. Whoops. I just pulled it out of that side, but that's okay. Generally, this is like not like a full sheet that you're using either. It's like great for like the scrappy pieces. So again, we're going to place it right like so. And this is realistically, this was created because I was constantly, my foil wasn't very flat. Do you know what I mean? When you send your foil through and it gets like real bubbly. And it doesn't, you don't have to have your card panel straight on here either. You can just kind of, but see how it holds everything in place? And then our card panel is like that, but we can move, I mean, you can shift your card panel over a little bit. It's not going to hurt anything. But it's keeping everything flat. See that? And then you're going to take this. Don't be upside down, right? And you pop it right in here like so, okay? And then when you send it through, it is going to keep everything nice and flat for you. And I promise you, it is going to be the best foiling you've ever had. All right. So that's our first panel. And see how flat it is? See that? Not a single bubble. I'll show you. It's still very warm, but so now I would peel this out. So all you have to do is really go think, think, and then, you know, take this off of here. I probably wouldn't pull it off right away, but look at how flat that is. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that incredible? I buy foil, but I only use foil once during the crate turning, but this red makes me want foil, right, Erica? All right, so now we're going to go back in. We're going to take our little panel, and you can even use, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take a little bit of removable adhesive. Just pop that on there. It doesn't hurt. It won't hurt a thing. Remember, if you haven't tried this yet, can't say enough good stuff about it. All right. So again, your little flap here, grab it. Your little flap on this side, grab it. And this is going to hold your foil in place. See that there? And it's not going to move. It's going to keep everything flat. That is the important part. Oh yeah, we're going to do 1, 2, 3, go in 1 second. You want everything to be flat. That's the trick. That is the trick to good foiling. Everything needs to be flat. Okay, we're going to send this one through. And we're going to 1, 2, 3, go on this one. All right, ready, set, 1, 2, 3, go. Look. And remember, it is not going to fully foil the gray pieces. It's going to give you like a speckled look, which I love. See that? Okay, we're going to send this to the die cutting machine as well. So let me get that ready there. Whoopsies. Get me some this tape. Okay. And we're gonna actually use Gina K's machine today. It's just a Gina K love fest today, isn't it? And you all know when I get this, when I have to take these plugs out of this thing, it's always a nightmare. There we go. I have like this, and I know I've said this a million times, I have this little plug thing over here, right here. And it's like attached to the desk, so I don't have to like reach down to try to plug stuff in. And the problem always is that I can't ever get the plugs out. All right. So what do I have this set up? Die cut. Oh, I wanted to use an embossing folder. Too, but I forgot to bring it down. We'll use an embossing folder next week. I've really gotten into embossing folders again. All right, let's run this through. Okay, that's numero uno. Let's see, how'd she do? Oh, she did good. Real good. All right. So there's number one. All right. Now let's reveal number two. Look at that. I know. I think Brutus Monroe is going to start coming out with embossing folders again. Does anybody have the original Brutus Monroe embossing folders? Oh my word. It has been such a long time. We haven't had embossing folders in, I mean, I don't even know if I have. I should have one. I don't know where they are though. It's been such a long time. Such a long time since we've had Brutus Monroe embossing folders. But if you have one, you are an OG Brutus Monroe fan. Whoops, not a cutting surface. I always forget. I need to figure out. Did she come out with a clear plate yet? Or like I need to figure it out. You have 3 of them? Oh yeah, we're going to be bringing more in. I love the ones that we brought in for Christmas. We're going to be bringing more in because I really love... I'm getting back into embossing folders, and using Gina K's machine has made it so easy to fall in love with embossing folders again because it's so easy. You don't have to figure out sandwiches. That's the one thing. That's the reason I stopped using them, because I was like, I don't want to figure out a sandwich, right? I mean, the only sandwich I want to figure out is pastrami, period. I'm not interested in, with the other machines. You have to do like, you have to grab this and that, and, with like the Gemini machine, although I love that machine, I think it's a really cool machine, you can't do the 3D embossing folders in it. Gina K's machine is just really good. I mean, Gina K's just really good. Wouldn't it be great if I taught with her again? Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Would you guys like that? How would you feel about me teaching with Gina K again? Would that be good for all of you? a Pramanti brothers. It was so cute. A lot of the out of town folks that were here for Creature, or not Creature Ending. Well, maybe Creature Ending too. For the anniversary party, they were like, we went to Pramanti Brothers, which is it's a sandwich shop here in Pittsburgh, and they all of their little Sammys, all their sandwiches have coleslaw and French fries on them. And what I said was, maybe, I can't open that. Oh my Lord, I almost just flew these hearts across the room. They're up here, I think, somewhere. I'm going to look for them and show them. Wait, hold on. No. See, I get off on a tangent. But I thought they were up here. The embossing folders. I'm still on the embossing folders, folks. But because we have these archives here at Brutus Monroe, and boy, do we have archives from the years and years and years of Brutus Monroe being in business. I don't know where they are, but wait, are they in here? This seems like the decade that they would have been from. But it is not, when you live in Pittsburgh, it's Permanis, is what I'm trying to get at. Permanis. But it was so cute because everyone's like, Permanti, because it's spelled Primanti. So everyone's like, Pramanti Brothers. I said, no. Yeah, I don't know where they are. They're somewhere. Heather, I think, knows where they are. All right. Good evening. All right, so we have now our two pieces. We ink blended them. We cut them out with the die of the month, which everybody has really been loving. I am one of those people too, has really been loving the lace dies. So now we have to try to kind of get things together here. So we're going to do this kind of all at the same time as we're going to assemble. So this piece is going to be cut down to 4 by 5 1/4. Me too. So again, 4 by 5 1/4. Then we're going to cut these guys down to 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. Oh no, the producer just yelled at me. I need to remember to turn off my watch. You almost saw what the producer was yelling at me about. All right, so let's go ahead and we're going to start assembling. We've got our little backgrounds here, and it's just a little taste is all we wanted, just a little. Hello in Belize. Penny's on her chaise lounge right now with bonbons, oceanside, while I'm slumming it here in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, digging my way with an old tin can out of my driveway. All right, so let's go ahead and place that. Okay, and then what we're going to do is we want a little dimension. So this was for this one. And it was this one. Yep. So we're going to take this. The dimension is going to live with our... which paper collection is this? So I'm using right now... the pattern paper is from the Forever Yours. Oh my goodness, I forgot to tell you guys This weekend, Scoozies, we're getting ready to bring in some spring and Valentine's candy. So everything in Scoozies, or at Scoozies, I should say, is 25% off. So if you love Scoozies as much as I love Scoozies, and I know how much I love my Scoozies, go ahead and head over to the Scoozies portion of the website. This year, Scoozies is going to have its own website soon, but you'll be able to buy both, so don't worry. But go over to Scoozies and pick out some goodies, and it will automatically be on sale in your cart. If there's something you've been wanting to try or something you've been looking for. And the great thing is, at Scoozies, you still get the free gift, but guess what we're starting next week? How exciting. You are going to start getting a free gift from Scoozies too. So Scoozies is going to have its own situation. Oh my goodness, I love that so much. Its own situation when it comes to free gifts. So like next week, since we're getting closer to Valentine's Day, the free gift is spicy. Oh, I'm trying to think of. I was looking at the calendar. Oh, it's a spicy. They're spicy gummy bears. Oh, aren't they the best, Erica? Well, if you're placing an order tonight, grab a couple. They're 25% off. Aren't they delicious? The packaging is changing a little bit on those in the future. They're not going to be in jars anymore. They're going to be in these really cool bags. Stand-up bags. Oh, no. I lost the I from I love you. What in tarnation? Well, I guess it's going to say be mine instead. That's okay. It's going to say be mine instead. Yeah, we have gotten lots of compliments about a lot of the Scoozies branded candy. I mean, the other candy is good too, but who doesn't love candy? I mean, I love it. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna do this in the lawnmower. Real quick. Oh, yes. Well, it's because of shipping. Anytime we change packaging, it's always because of shipping. It's always a shipping issue. No matter what. Like, that's why we changed the Avocado of the Month packaging, was because of shipping. Alright, so here's our little hearts. I've been using these hearts a lot this month, and these came from the die set we brought back. Of course, I don't have the thingy here, but it was the Sweethearts, I believe is what it's called. Okay, so here we go. So, remind me this time, folks, to put these on a card base. Wait a second, should I put this right here? Oh my goodness. Shut the front door. Yes, please. Yeah, save the jars. I'm going to tell y'all and lie to you and say that I did that on purpose with that sizing. I certainly did not, but I'm happy it worked. We're going to put this little heart right above the two of them because it just happened to be a perfect spot where it wasn't foiled all the way. Hello, Christy. Hello, my friend. All right, so Be My Funny Valentine is going to go on this one right here. Put that down there. We're just going to glue this on. Okay. Love that. And then this one. Go right down here in the corner. I think that'll fit perfectly. And then, of course, we got to add a couple. Well, let's put it on our card bases first before we add the gems. I'll learn my lesson about the gems. And not putting it on a card base first, because things can get rather hokey pokey. All right, Penny, enjoy dinner. All right. We're going to do 4 stripes for this one because it is it's a lot of dimension. Same here. See that? Christmas on the back. All right, so let's grab our what are these? Red shift gems. Grab my stabby tool. This is a surprise. I don't know what's going on out there, but the Fearless Men in Blue, and I say Men in Blue because we do not have a female police officer in Green Tree. Did you hear them out there? They're up to something. They caught somebody, probably going the wrong way on Green Tree Road, because there's until 10 a.m. on Green Tree Road right outside of, it's the busy road that Brutus Monroe is on. Until 10 a.m. the road, oh my goodness, do I love that. The road goes in one direction and then it changes at 10 a.m. And it's only for a very short, I think it's like from 8 to 10. It's a very, very, very short period of time. But it never fails. There are always folks that come driving, speeding over the hill and don't realize that it has changed. My mother and I were just talking about this the other day. And that's probably what they were doing. Or Ryan, one of our favorite, probably our favorite police officer in Green Tree, is putting his lights on because he wants Laffy Taffy from Scoozy's, because that's his favorite over there. 6 a.m. Okay. That's it. I don't know why I thought it was 8 a.m. 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. But people just don't. It's 4 hours. That's it. That's all it is. All right. What do we think? Are we feeling Valentine-y? Oh, my word. How fun is that? How fun are those? I love them. Let's look at what we've done already, shall we? Let's see the other cards we've made so far. These are the other 2. We added some blue to these ones, but how fun are these so far? We do have dates for the spring fling. Dare I say the 25th to the 27th? I can't remember. Luann, can you help me? I only asked Luann because I literally just told her today in the store. Oh, and we also made these. So these are our love notes that you put your Post-it notes in. See? And then we also did one. Whoopsies. Can y'all still see me? what is going on with Restream. What the heck? Hold on. I don't know what the heck's going on here. I tell you, Restream has gotten worse and worse and worse and worse. Can y'all still see me? Okay, you good. Yes, it's the end of April. And this year I think we only have I can't remember how many spots in person. But we are announcing on the 27th of this month who I'm teaching with. And we're also going to, can you see me, everyone? We are going to, let me go back up to me. Hold on a second. We are also going to be announcing what we are calling our creative passport. So this year, for the first time ever, it's our 7th year of doing Create Your Own Ending, 6th year, I don't know. 6th year, I think. We are going, oh, and I forgot, we did this one too, that has a, this also has Post-it notes, but then we were playing around and we figured out that tea could fit in it. Okay. So we're going to be launching also what is called our Creative Passport that will launch on the 27th as well. What that is that is a passport, quote unquote, for all 4 events that we do over the year. So we always do Spring Fling, we do Create Your Own Ending, we do a Fall Into the Holidays, and then we do Merrymaking. So those are our 4 big events that we do every year. What we are offering this year that I'm really excited about, I'm telling you about it now, but it's not going to launch until the 27th, is our Creative Passport. So what the Creative Passport is you are able to sign up for all 4 of those events at once for a discount, obviously, a pretty good discount if I don't say. All 4 at once. When you sign up for that, you are going to get what is called the Creative Passport. I can't remember the exact name of it. It's called the Creative Passport passport. It's like literally a little passport that you get. And you will get a special stamp set, a little miniature, it's like, I don't know, it's like a 2x2, I think, stamp set to stamp inside of your passport you'll see. It's a lot of fun. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. And only our Creative Passport holders will have the passport and will also get the benefits that come with being a Creative Passport holder. So you're going to be very well versed in all things Brutus Monroe because you are going to be signed up for all 4 events, which I think is incredible. And we only have 24 spots for the Creative Passport. That's it. 24 spots. If you want to be a Creative Passport holder, that is it. We're not doing like a giant amount of Creative Passport holders, which I think is going to be a lot of fun. So that is everything that I have for all of you today. I want to thank you all so much, or tonight, for hanging out with me. I got to go order mine and my mama's dinner. She gets her delicious green beans from the Chinese restaurant. And I'm going to get my sushi. So thank you all so much for hanging out with me tonight. Thank you for being a part of my life. I love you for watching. Remember to create something every single day, whether it's your own Funny Valentine or